venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oregon Ducks and the LSU Tigers. It's always a challenge when you have to go to the backup quarterback, and one of these teams is going to find out about that today as we check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, yes, they are without their outstanding quarterback, highly ranked and very elite, but they have a lot of belief in their backup quarterback. He's young, inexperienced, but he also has a ton of talent, was highly recruited. They'll see if they can put a game plan in place to help him get comfortable quickly in this game. Back to you.
The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. In traffic, it's Robinson. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. Just feeds the running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Look out! That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a crease to the left. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Couldn't set his feet.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Stepping to the right. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting three and starting this game off on the right foot.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Walton. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They'll try the right side. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Trying to take it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That arm out. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 35. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! He got it, feet down in bounds. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Robinson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. LSU quick to the line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third and long coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And finally, we see a little bit of that which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Wilkins. Turning it on. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Driving forward, it's Walton. And he's in. Touchdown by New Bengals. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Drops back. It's Woods. Out wide right. It's Bear. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They're going to run it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the middle. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Left side is Robinson. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Woods. Short pass. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Ducks line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Trying to get started. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Finds a crease. It's Walton. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the number 11 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Northwestern able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Now the pitch. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It's the hole. It's Walton. He's past the marker. Breaks into the open. The 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. LSU right back to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, LSU!
And you talk about wasting no time, that's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Paul.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working the ground game. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Fighting off the defender. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Woods. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Using his legs, it's Walton. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
You know, Sutton change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Defense all over it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Sets his feet. It's Woods. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds his target. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. It's caught downfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They just keep firing. Firing deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. The play in the end zone